Shweta. Welcome today.
Hi,
Would you please introduce yourself and your daughter?
yeah. I'm Shweta Chandani, and I've been staying in Copenhagen for 4 years. And I'm a public health nutritionist by profession. And my daughter is 6 years old. To be very precise, she's 6.8. And she's currently attending Bernadotte School in Hellerup. It's a international school. It's a bilingual school actually, and they have both the lines. Like they have an international line as well as they have a Danish department also.
Okay, so Bernadotte School in Hellerup offers bilingual education, both Danish and international. And your daughter is in the international department, is that? Or
Yeah,
she's in
exactly.
Danish? She's in
No,
international.
she's into international.
International. What was your direction towards school hunt when you were looking for schools? How did
Okay.
you make it?
Actually, we got a list of international schools in Copenhagen from her kindergarten, that is Tiny Tots International Kindergarten.
Yeah.
And they had a proper meeting with all the parents to make sure that we are applying in, most of the kindergartens or most of the schools or schools of our choice.
Yeah.
So they gave us the links, they had a proper meeting, and we tried to apply it in most of the, schools which were financially also affordable for us. So
Yes.
I applied in total four international schools in Copenhagen.
Mm.
I applied in Beyond, Bernadotte, European, and Rugats.
Okay.
So she didn't got admission in any of those. And for the first month when the academic year starts, she started in a Danish school, which was a public school which was offered to us by commune.
Yeah.
And I would say the name of the school was Lukebo School in Valby, and it was a really good school.
Yeah.
I must say that Danish public schools are equally good.
Yes.
And I mean, if you have if you have plans to stay back in Copenhagen, so, or if you want to challenge your child to learn both the languages equally, so Danish schools are also a good option, I would say.
Yeah.
And first of all, when she had gone to a Danish school, as I told you that she has attended a Danish kindergarten.
Mm.
So when she had gone to the school, they were very concerned about the fact that she was not able to understand the medium of instruction.
Okay.
So they put a lot of effort. They had they had a translator in house in their school, and they called up for a meeting. And they wanted to, they the public schools, I would say, in Copenhagen, I'm not sure about all the schools,
Yeah.
but in my case, the schools take the child as their own child. They take the
Yeah.
responsibility totally,
Mm.
that they want to make sure that the child learns the language, understands the medium of instruction. So
Yes.
they don't want any child to fall apart. And they said that we would have extra Danish classes for her, and there were 4 5 more students like Dishita.
Mm.
So they wanted to have extra classes in which they would tell in Danish as well as they would translate in English, so that
Yes.
after a few months the child starts to understand the language,
Mm-hmm.
when they one sentence they are saying in Danish and the other one in English. So but the thing is that just after that meeting, few days after that, I got a call from Bernadotte
Mm-hmm.
that there is a family who have just left, and
Mm.
they called all the people in waiting list.
Mm.
And by the time, most of the parents had joined in different schools.
Yeah.
But as I was very desperate to get her in
An
English
English
school,
speaking. Yeah.
so English speaking school, so I just picked up the spot, and I said that she would join, as soon as possible, we would like her to join.
Yeah. So now tell us, because the idea was to know more about Bernadotte, but we have the pleasure of understanding the system also about the Danish school, because Shweta has experienced that. Now, Shweta, my question to you is about your current school, Bernadotte, because I know it's an international school, but not many international families would know that, and the newcomers might not. So what can you tell us about Bernadotte, or your experience or your child's experience in that school?
Okay, so it's they follow a Danish curriculum as a framework,
Yeah.
and teaching material. They use a lot of teaching material from US and UK.
Okay.
So teaching pattern is also very good. They give homework also to the kids from the like first week itself. She was getting homework. So the international section of Bernadotte School is called the Little House, and is in school. It's a school which offers education from preschool to ninth grade.
Yeah.
So like they have E1 to E5. E means
Hmm.
English,
Hmm.
and they in each class there are kids from like 2 years. Like in the E1, they have from kindergarten to like from 6 to 7 years, and in E2 they have kids from 8 to 9 years, and so on.
So, do you mean to say that they have two classes running in the same room? Is that the
Yeah,
setup you're
yeah, yeah,
explaining
yeah,
us?
yeah.
Yeah. So, probably
So how they
kindergarten and
teach
grade
is,
one
yeah,
together and grade two and three together, something like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
So, co teaching. Yeah.
So
This is, yeah.
yeah, and like the elder kids are helping the smaller ones, and the
Hmm.
bar is raised for like the elder kids in the classroom.
Hmm.
So the difficulty is level for them in any, so for example in maths questions or any other subject, the difficulty level for them is more as compared to the younger ones.
Yeah. So,
So
how does your daughter like? Is she happy? Are you happy as a parent with Bernadotte?
yeah, we are completely satisfied with the school, and she is also very happy. And the one thing which I like about Bernadotte is the international families are included in their Danish sections.
Mm-hmm.
Like say the international kids are included in the Danish with the Danish kids also,
Yeah.
like in some of their language classes, and some free play activities in their
Mm.
projects, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and
Yeah.
also some events.
Yes.
So the medium of instruction and the kids also speak in English all the time, but like to make them aware of the language and Danish culture, so they are also like involved with their Danish department.
Right. That's really
Yeah.
nice. So thank you so much.
So
I think it's great to hear about parents satisfied and happy with the school and the children also. So we are happy to bring a little bit information about our about the Bernadotte School in Hellerup from Shweta. Shweta, any message that you would have for new families who are on a school hunt? From your experience, do you have something to share with them?
I think one message I would like to give to international families is they should not give up, and they should apply in all the schools, in most of the schools possible
Mm-hmm.
for them.
Yeah.
And following up is the key. Following up, I followed up a lot in all the 4 schools I applied. I called
Mm-hmm.
them, I mailed them. So
Mm.
in Bernadotte, one thing they like called me and they told that we had a lot of mails back and forth, and we
Yeah.
remember you.
Okay.
So the following up is the key. So whenever there is a vacancy, they would like they would remember you, that
Yeah.
this was one person who was following up and is keen to get admission, and
Mm. Mm.
so on. So I think follow up is a message I would like to give to
Yeah,
all the
not many
families.
parents would know that because
Yeah.
I understand I'm a parent as well, and I understand it could be disappointing if you're not getting a spot.
Mm.
And when you're new to a city, you have more things to handle, and obviously the priority is also for the kids to be settled. So yes, following up, if that has worked for you and you want to pass that message, then I think it's valuable. It's important for others to know, other new families to know that they should apply in different schools and not give up and follow up, especially after the holiday season, which can be after the summer and after Christmas holiday, because those are the two times when the schools are closed for the longest, and there is a lot of movement
Yeah.
in and out of Copenhagen at that time.
One thing which I found really unique about the school is that, say for example, if you have like birthday parties, so all the kids have to be like invited. The teachers make sure that all the kids are like included, and no kids are
Mm,
like left behind. And also with
yeah.
the play date, if you invite one kid for a play date, you have to invite all the class. The
Yes.
strength of the class is not
Yeah.
that much, it's 20. So I'm not sure
Mm,
about other schools, but this is something which I find it very unique about the school. And also
mhm.
the academic system is very like socially and they should be socially qualified, like so socially they should be involved.
Hmm.
And also creativity is also included in a lot of, like in the teaching, in their teaching methods. And my daughter has, like, she's an introvert child, and she has developed a lot of good social skills. And that's it. that
Yes.
that is something
Yes.
which I want
Yes.
to, like, tell you.
That is so nice. I'm so glad to see that your daughter is doing well and she's happy, and you're happy with the school. And thank you so much for sharing this with our parents.
Welcome, welcome.